Hi, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of the Tiny Brains podcast. I'm Kevin Joyce, CEO at Tiny Brains, and with me I have Peter Graham, the Brigadier of Brains at Tiny Brains. Say hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
So last week we switched things around a bit, and Peter did the introduction to each of the topics because we were heading out to develop Brighton, and I was super busy. This week we're going to continue with that trend because now I'm super ill. So yay, develop. So yeah, Peter, let's dive in. So for those of you who haven't watched before, typically what we do is go through the top stories in XR from the previous week. So Peter has picked out.
Well, for our first story is the Samsung Google announcement on their XR platform. Now, you may have heard about this last year. It was Samsung, Google, and Qualcomm all banded together to create a new device, a new platform, whatever it was going to be. It was a tease back then. Well, last week was Samsung Unpacked, and they revealed a little bit more, saying that they are going to make an official announcement by the end of the year, which sounds like they're just going to make it, just going to say, yes, here's what we're going to do. But they've also hinted at the fact that there could be a possible launch in it might be just a double whammy. It might be, here it is, it's out now. We don't know. So, but by the end of the year, we all know what the crack is.
So Samsung, Qualcomm, and Google have all been involved in VR or XR to varying degrees over the last decade. Obviously, Samsung have launched a headset, two headsets, in fact. Google had the Google Cardboard right at the start, which is welcome to some debate. And then the Google Daydream, which I actually really loved that for its era.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, you Obviously significantly outdated now. But I thought the Google Daydream was good. I enjoyed it. And Qualcomm basically have done everything in VR when it comes to the processors for a long time. So these three collaborating isn't it, I mean, the collaboration might be unexpected, but the fact that all three of them want to dip their toes in the water again now that the market is growing doesn't really come as a surprise to me.
no, not at all. What we do really want to find out is whether this is going to be a Vision Pro competitor or whether is this going to be a Quest competitor, because it's an XR platform which hints at it's going to be full mixed reality, but
So the rumors that I am seeing, and they are just rumors, it's a grain of salt and all that, but the rumors that I am seeing is it's going to come in somewhere between the Quest 3 and the Vision Pro, which to me screams Quest Pro. It's probably not a good point to be coming in at. But these are just rumors, so hopefully we'll get a £200 Quest 3 competitor from with a Samsung brand on it, and it'll sell like hotcakes.
yeah, I highly doubt that. But maybe. Yeah. On the subject of mixed reality headsets as well, Apple Vision Pro has now launched worldwide, and it has come to Europe and lots of other continents.
I hasten to add that worldwide in this context may not mean what you expect in terms of worldwide. Um,
Wow.
it has entered new territories.
Yes, new territories really. We can now demo it here in the UK, for example. It's available in Australia. It's hit places like Japan. So,
Yeah, it's good. It's good news. I mean, it was inevitable. So it's good that's happening. The Apple Vision Pro news cycle has slightly lessened because of the simple fact that there isn't much coming down the pipeline of much big news coming down the pipeline in terms of software. We have the Marvel experience, of course, coming, but there isn't really, or come now. It's out now. I haven't tried it yet, but there isn't really much in terms of big announcements for it. So the fact that it's open into new territories is a good thing. This will rekindle that news cycle.
exactly. Are you gonna book yourself in for a demo?
I've already done it several times. I don't need to.
Oh, okay,
I don't have a Vision Pro, so Apple, if you're watching, but I have used it many times.
fair enough. Also on the hardware front, Somnium VR1, which we have spoken about a couple of times on this podcast, has now arrived. It launched on Friday. So, yes, the PC VR headset from Somnium Space is now available for the ever so budget price of €1,900. Not too sure what that equates to in dollars, maybe about $2,000. And that's the starting price, going up to about 4 grand. So, yeah, if you're after a really beefy PC VR headset, you can now get your Somnium Space or Somnium VR1.
This headset I haven't actually tried yet, which is rare for me. And I also don't have one. So Artur, if you're watching this, gonna keep pushing that, plugging that away. But yes, I think this headset, I think it's got an opportunity for the high-end PCVR. I mean, obviously there are other high-end PCVR devices that are selling reasonably well, as long as expectations are kept in check. This is not going to be a million unit selling headset, right? Million unit selling headset. So as long as Somnium have their expectations in check, I think they can find a market. What's the name of the super high quality headset that the one?
Which
Sorry, I'm ill once again. Memory is eluding me.
where's your brain going with this? Are you talking about the like big screen Beyond?
No, the super high quality headset that's really bulky, not Pimax. The other one,
Oh, you're talking about the XR Engineers, the X Tau?
that's the one. Thank you, Peter. Um, yes, so yeah, there are other super high-end PCVR headsets with amazing visual clarity and a very high price tag to accompany it, and they have found a market. So quite possibly, good luck to you, Somnium. I hope this reaches your expectations, as long as your expectations are in check.
Yes, well, because I think it's so modular, they are going for the niche PCVR audience that do just want to play and mod their mod their hardware to as far as possible and just do ridiculous things with it. So, good on them. Yeah. See if they see you can actually make something of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Uh, and other news, well, we had some Metro Awakening news. Well, we had some more screenshots actually, if you didn't see these, Kev, from Vertigo Games. So they've shown some new screenshots and it's looking rather pretty. It's looking very pretty indeed.
I did not see these screenshots. I have not seen them. I am, as a former journalist, I'm very reluctant to spoil game experiences these days. Having had 17 years as a journalist and having every game under the sun spoiled, now I take a bit of a back seat when it comes to things like trailers and screenshots and hands-on previews and whatever else, because I will play everything eventually anyway. Um, but yes, I'm quite excited for Metro. I absolutely adored Metro 1 and Last Light. Not a huge fan of the third one, Exodus. But the internet tells me I'm wrong about that. So that's fine. But yes, Awakening, I'm super keen.
Yeah, but it's part of a big trio, isn't it, of games coming out this year. This year is looking really good for big IPs. We've got Aliens coming out. We've got Batman as well, haven't we? And Metro. So all good things coming to VR.
Indeed, of the three, I would suggest Metro is actually the smallest IP, as it's the only one that, at least in the West, obviously you can buy the books now, but prior to the game, the books were available only as a niche product. Now you can buy them on Amazon. But for those who don't know, Metro was based on a book series, but that's the only place it exists outside of gaming. Whereas obviously Batman and Alien exist in many spaces outside of gaming.
Mhm.
Um, but of the three, Alien, Metro, Batman, I am most looking forward to Metro. But undoubtedly will find a smaller audience.
Yes, I'm most looking forward to Alien, as I've been a long-term Alien fan. So
I have too, but also I have been burnt many times.
yes, the Aliens franchise is a little bit like that, isn't it?
Anyway, I assume that's all we've got this week.
That is all we've got for this week. It was a bit of a quiet week last week.
So, for those of you who weren't aware, we were at Develop last week, as I said at the start, and we had a great time there. It was wonderful meeting all you VR peeps once again. And there is Gamescom lurking coming up pretty soon. Tiny Brains has a couple of clients that are attending Gamescom. If you would like to book in for hands-on demos or interview opportunities or any of the above, please feel free to reach out to us on any of the channels that Peter will provide in the description below.
Definitely.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next week.